It's a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening. I'm greeting all members of the Billion Coin throughout the whole globe in different time zones, since we are aware that we are addressing people from a global stage. My name is Emmanuel Diniswa. I'm coming all the way from the Republic of South Africa. I wish to share with you some of the current updates from our admin. Let me just do my sharing with you so we can be on the same page right away. There is this article here. There are some new West articles. Let us first have a look. This one says, don't rush your training even though you have enough TPC posters, fresh article. Don't rush your training even though you have enough TPC. Having enough TPC does not mean to say you can start being independent. You wait until you are taught, until you are qualified by your sponsor, right? Other article says review of blog, rapid rewards, and 23 steps fast start cash flow system. It's a video, nice to watch. Shopping 100% TPC. This is a nice video. TPC is being accepted with some of the merchants 100% for their goods and services. It's quite impressive to watch, to watch at this video. Please have time to watch and learn from other nations, right? Then the other article from the blog says, big shout out to India from New Zealand. It's a video. The other one, sharp gestures mark the enthusiasm in India with a 40 grand transaction. The Indian community is really on fire about the Billion Coin. We really want to give a clip to this. They are really in fire in terms of merchants program. We see the wonderful work that Mr. Pritam Kumar is doing in the Indian community. Thank you very much, sir. You are setting a wonderful example. Then this one says, happiness abounds in India with 40 grains. It's another Indian contribution. Really, people are taking TPC to the moon this year. You can check Mr. Pritam Kumar. He is really working hard. Then, Kringlis accepted for motorcycles and ATVs in India. Allah, India, Allah. Greater things are happening in India, really. You can see here, quite a nice video. If you can click here, you can check. You can see things are happening. We are so proud. We are very proud of the Indian community. We are very proud of the contributions made, particularly by our seasoned leader, Mr. Pritam Kumar. Thank you very much, sir. We need to give you a big thank you for building this community at that level. India broadcasters are blooming. It's all about India these days. You either have a growth mindset or fixed mindset. This is one of the best articles. Please, people, log into your KCPO, get to understand this video. Look up to Mr. Stephen Kefi, sharing the issues of the mindset. Just have a nice mindset. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Growth mindset and fixed mindset. It teaches a lot. Then we can reach 1 billion members in 2019. Another positive article, right? Let me go back to what I want us to look at according to our newest articles. Let me check here. Which one is this? Right. It says, don't rush your training even though you have enough TPC posters. Let us read here. This is an article, the newest article in the blog, February the 3rd, 2019. You see, this man is a plumber, but this plumber has not much added knowledge in his work. You see, water is dripping all over. He can't even fix. He can't even tighten this because he has less experience. He has less experience. Phew. Right, let's go ahead. Imagine paying full price for a professional plumber while getting the result of a novice apprentice plumber's helper. See, that could happen if a partially trained plumber decided to become an independent business operator and advertised that he could take care of all your plumbing needs. And after you hired him, he discovered your plumbing needs were more complicated than what he expected. He may fool you and you end up paying full price for a crappy job. And a day later, you come home to a basement that is flooded. How is that going to make you feel? We just completed an extension of a redemption period. And now thousands of you have tens of millions of dollars of TPC in your wallets. For some of you, the amount in your wallet makes you think that you are completely ready to break off and become independent and can get 100% from the coins that you move into the hands of others. You may think this way because you simply have enough of your own coins to justify it. But are you truly ready to be completely independent? Right? Are you a sponsoring machine? If yes, then you are ready to be independent. If yes, then you are ready to be independent. But if you can't bring new people into TPC every day and know how to overcome objections that do come up, then you are not a sponsoring machine. Hopefully, you are partnered with someone who is a sponsoring machine. If so, keep working with them in a partnership until you too can become a sponsoring machine. You are not limited on how many partners you have. You can always upgrade your training by setting up with a member that is a sponsoring machine. Okay? Consider the alternative. If you don't learn how to become a TPC sponsoring machine, then your TPC income will be very random. And you will still have to have a job to survive, right? If you are like most people that have a job, then you don't like the work even though you can do it. You don't like the hours and you hate how low your pay is to do that job. As a TPC sponsoring machine, you set your own hours and in about 1 hour, you can earn a full day's income. Yes, but you may not be completely comfortable with the process of prospecting. And then choosing clients on TPC because you may have to deal with the rejection and other things that come along with this effort. So weigh this out of your mind. Work equals money. Do you keep doing a job that gobbles up your entire day? Or do you learn to get past the things that seem uncomfortable with TPC today so that you become a TP sponsoring machine? After all, TPC has already turned you into a millionaire. How are you going to pay next week's bills? From the job or TPC? If you take TPC serious, then it will seriously change your life for the better. This is an article, right? It will change your life for the better. If you are a sponsoring machine, on Monday, as a leader, like John, he brings Mary and Brian. Tuesdays, Mary becomes a leader too, under your mentorship. He brings Mark and Sue. You understand? And Jane and Tim are brought in by Brian. You are working together. On Wednesday, you as a leader, as a sponsoring, you are there. You help Mark and Sue and Jane. It goes on and on. Sponsoring goes on and on. We can have time to start this article here, then we will understand the principle of duplication. Right. Once you become a sponsoring machine, you then can transition and become a partnering machine, and they will know how to fully train your partners to become sponsoring machines. Okay? That's how it works, guys. Don't rush it. Make sure you know what you are doing before becoming a partnering machine. Having enough coins is not all it takes to be successful in TPC. We are in the distribution phase and we need to get our membership to expand and grow exponentially. But that won't happen if everyone rushes through their training. If you know what you are doing, you can light a fire and keep it burning. Remember the light a fire article. This article, I hope you would remember it. Light a fire and keep it burning. This article here, I remember it. We dealt with it sometimes last year. This article. It says, are you a TPC leader? Then now is the time to light a fire and then keep it burning. As you can see from the poster above, it takes one recruit like John in this example to start a fire, and because of rapid rewards and cash centers, you can double the team below this one recruit every day, which means you will experience exponential daily cash flow as you keep the fire burning. Broadcasters are all set to support your efforts as part of your daily rally team. Waiting for something to happen is lazy. Go, make it happen. I won't read the whole article. Let me just go back to and finish up on this one first. Now, once that fire is blazing, you will be doing several transactions per hour, and you will be experiencing incredible wealth pouring into your household. Sure beats a low-paying job, right? So this is the article. This becomes a useful article and a warning article to most of our newest people. Take time to learn the processes of TPC. Take time to understand the nature of this business. Some of us were coming into the billion coin business with no knowledge about network marketing. So take time to learn these principles first. Get the knowledge through the blog, read the blog, and also try and have time with your sponsor. The person who sponsored you has got more knowledge than you have. And also take time to read the blog. The blog has got a lot of articles which will help you. For instance, let me just share with you once again how things should be done. Don't rush to become an independent, to be on your own. If I can click, for instance, as a new person, you know, you must learn how to click to log into your KCB account. You go to the education side, you click where you will be able to access these updates, like for instance, the one that I was just showing you now. Don't rush your training even though you have enough TPC posters, TPC, yes, and such things. You read. There are so very much important videos here. For instance, the 23rd 3 steps. You can click such a video at your own home comfort. You listen to the broadcaster. For instance, we have got seasoned people like Mr. Stephen Keffin, seasoned guys like Randy, and many others in the billion coin. So you need to take time as a newbie, as a new client to learn the processes first. Meanwhile, you are still undergoing training through your sponsor. All right. Let us not rush to become independent on our own to avoid what? Making mistakes. And also it needs us to learn about the issues of Bitcoin, the cryptocurrencies, how it works, and also how to deal with people, how to deal with rejections, because it's not everyone who is going to just agree in joining you. So you need to know how to deal with human nature. There are objections, there are people who are negative out there. And you must also understand certain house rules of the billion coin. For instance, you need to take time, attend to send button meetings on weekly, and collect those cookies which are offered by the billion coin. So there's a lot to learn. You cannot just expect to be on your own within maybe 2 weeks' time or 3 months' time. You have to take time and learn through your sponsor. Make some partnerships with your sponsor, because even your TPC coins have not yet appreciated to that required amount. Some of us, we buy bi-weekly. You don't have enough kringlies to transfer from your wallet to your newest prospect. Instead, by partnering with your sponsor has been there before you. Your sponsor has got some coins, a number of coins. Some have got more than 100 coins. So they are able to assist your newest people so that they can do transactions from your sponsor's wallets instead of yours. All these things, you need to align yourself with your sponsor so that you are actually mentored fully without any rush. I'm just emphasizing on this article which I was reading right now with you. out there, my dear fellow team leaders and my fellow leaders out there. TPC has got its own kind of education. Without assessing this education in time, one will always have problems. For instance, most of the people are elderly people. Most of the people, is particularly in Africa, we are learning to use the technology. Technology and knowledge also becomes a barrier in our newest people. So you need time to know how to deal with technology issues. It's not a one-day thing. I kindly ask leaders out there to help all our newest prospects. Those people who are joining us, they need us to treat them with love, with respect, and sympathy as well. You understand? Because without that, we cannot be able to forge ahead. Let us be kind enough and act according to the mission statement of the Billion Code. It says we need to treat each other with love and respect every time. So that because we are in a greater mission here of eradicating poverty throughout the globe. So these newest people, they need us to look after them. And all leaders, I appeal them, let us identify potential people. There are people out there who are joining us who have got greater abilities, who have got greater potentials, even greater than we. Let us not be jealous of those newest prospects who are joining us. Let us nurture them in one way or another so that they are able to become sponsoring machines on their own. Because we need such abilities in this community. We need such people who are capable enough in the driving of the mass growth campaigns. Remember, our admin wallet has to be emptied by members who bring new members so that we can empty the wallet through participating into TPC promotional activities, TPC programs. So we need active people. We need people who would love to become broadcasters. The space of broadcasters is still available according to the TPC admin. So we need more broadcasters to join us. We need people who are going to be fully plugged, the full-time campaigners. Remember those articles about the full-time campaigners. So that we can maybe drive the massive growth this year, and it would be good if we all participate in such programs, because we will be effecting the massive growth in the TPC community at large, because we need to stand for our rights. TPC is our future. TPC is our medium of exchange, and it would be nice if we can get an announcement from our admin that TPC has become a liquid currency in 2019. And there is that possibility. There is that possibility. Look at the merchants now. Merchants are coming in. Merchants are accepting TPC. Look what is happening in the Indian community, in Cameroon, in Ghana, even here in South Africa. Things are happening. People are making purchases. People are transacting. 40 grains of Kringles are being bought every day during this kind of a promotion. And I want to thank the admin for opening this platform for the rest of the year 2019. So many people will be jumping into this promotion, because by simply buying 40 grains of Kringles, one becomes a millionaire. So who would stay behind and watch other people become millionaire? No one. People have been subjected to poverty for so long. So it is time for us to campaign and get people to be fully plugged in TPC and also train them. But according to the article today, let us not be too much excited. Let us take things step by step till we reach the ultimate prize, which we are anticipating, all of us, as the Billion Coin community. So also, my last contribution would be to say, let us read the same article which I have just covered right now. Read it time and again. And not only this one, there are so many useful articles in the blog. Let us only rely on the blog, because if we listen to outsiders, then we will find ourselves in deep waters, in trouble. Let us not get into trouble. My members, my leaders throughout the globe, this is what I want us to understand. Tomorrow is Monday. Monday, what date is it tomorrow? The 4th. I want to remind also about the importance of attending to St. Barton meetings. You know what? St. Barton meetings have empowered myself, particularly me. That is when you meet leaders from various parts of the world discussing about the Billion Coin issues. That is where you learn. The St. Barton meetings are attended weekly, starting on Monday. In our South African time, is around 1600 hours. From 1600 hours, please have your data in your smartphone and log into your KCPO, your Kingsley Cashback account, and attend Mr. Randy Wilson's English St. Barton on Monday. Then, if you're a basic member, of course, after the keyword has been given out, you can submit that keyword and collect about 1,000 cookies just for attending. But if you are a broadcaster, then you are at a position to get 1 million cookies at a go. It is also the same thing on Tuesdays. Same time, we have to attend to Hindi, the French, the Cambodian, the Bengal, and the new Meta Lol AK Manipuri Indian language, conducted or hosted by Mr. C.H. Pritam in the Indian community. And through all those St. Barton meetings, you can get your 1,000 cookies as a basic member and 1 million cookies as a broadcaster. So what are you waiting for? Become a broadcaster so that you can get more cookies when you attend St. Barton meetings. And you know what? To be a broadcaster also helps you to find your own voice. You get always to be fully plugged in the TPC blog. So it helps to become a broadcaster, because you are putting yourself, or you are pushing yourself to become a leader. To become a leader is someone who is well-disciplined, a person who has got self-respect, a person who doesn't only think of himself, a person who is not selfish, a person who is transparent in his dealings. Because in this business, remember our mission of respect. We respect each other. We have to love each other in this TPC community. So a leader must have those qualities. A leader must be able to have sympathy and help and lead by example and share the information as it is. A leader is not, has got a what? Yesterday we were talking about the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. A leader has got the growth kind of mindset of sharing, of respecting our newest people, young and old. A leader becomes a center force, a beacon of change, a positive influencer always. an educator, and a trainer, and a presenter. That is what is called a leader, a selfless person. A person who doesn't think of himself, a person who thinks about the entire community, a person who understands the mind of the creator of the billion coin. That is what we call a leader. We need such people. There are some leaders out there who are actually not yet fully plugged into the system. So if anyone is joining us, let us nurture them and provoke and dig out and find out the potentials which are there, so that we can turn those potentials into useful for useful purposes. Remember, we are a global community. We need to unite and help each other prosper every time. So I'm appealing once again, let us attend these St. Pattern meetings. They are a heartbeat of the TPC community. They are a mentoring tool. Without understanding TPC issues, you will always do things wrong. And a TPC was not meant as a cash out. It wasn't designed as a cash out. In TPC, as people join us, they are in need of our new medium of exchange, our kringles, our new money. They have to buy coins so that they will also accumulate coins. They will have coins transferred into their wallets. That's how it is. By so doing, by bringing new people, we are cash flowing. We start cash flowing with them. When they bring their newest people, then they engage in what is called partnerships, 50-50. And they start cash flowing through us. Meanwhile, they are being educated. Meanwhile, they are being marinated into the issues of the billion coin. It's very easy to do this business. It's not difficult. The only thing that determines our success is being honest, transparent, loving, and respecting other people in our communities. Let us embrace the ideology of love and respect in this community. Then we, all of us, would become sponsoring machines, and we shall all attain 1 billion registered members, which is supposed to be attained by all of us. Allow me to say thank you very much for attending to my online meeting this afternoon. This is Emmanuel from the southern part of Africa in South Africa. I salute you. May God bless you and keep you in his care till we meet again in my next contribution. I salute and I thank you. Bye.